What's up everybody? This is Josh here with the GoKaioken channel, and today we're going to be going through step by step exactly how to change the spur gear in your Kraton 8S EXB. Now if you haven't seen my step-by-step guide on how to install the electronics in your Kraton 8S EXB, be sure to check out those two videos in conjunction with this one if you're going to set up your Kraton with the smaller spur gear as soon as you get it. If you've ran the Kraton for a while like me and you're installing the spur gear later, this video will be great for you. If you've been following along with my channel and you know that I've run the Kraton a couple of times, you'll know that I have a little bit of a concern with the gear noise potentially coming from the center transmission / differential. So in this video, we'll take a look at that as well. So you're going to want to start by removing all 4 of these chassis braces. These pins go to a specific location. They're different sizes, so keep track of which ones came out of what location. If it's easier, I would take each of these off and arrange them on another table in the same position that they would normally be in. And tap that here, and that one just slides. So I'm also going to have to clip this zip tie right here and unplug the sensor wire, but I'm going to need to remove the motor and the transmission all together with this brace because the ESC is in the way of this pin being removed in that direction. And remove this. To remove this, we need to flip this up on its side. Then we're going to be removing 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. Now for this last one, I'm going to just grab that center transmission so it doesn't fall out. Alright, I'll leave those 4 screws there, slide this over, and then drop the vehicle back down. I should have done this already, but I'm going to unplug the motor wires. And we should be able to lift this out. Both the front and rear drive shafts are going to disconnect. There we go. So from here, you guys, normally either the motor won't be attached or you'll want to remove the motor. But I'm trying to keep my mesh where it is. So we're going to just work around this motor. I'm also going to leave this brace in place so I don't have to take that on and off. So we'll work around that. So we're going to remove these 3 screws here, here, and here, and then this plate will come right off. There we go. I'm just taking a listen. This center differential has some really thick fluid in here. It's noisy, but it's smooth. So anyways, to get to the spur gear, we're going to remove this top cover by taking out these 2 screws. Then from here, we're going to get a 7mm hex. And this is held on with a nylon nut. This comes off, this bearing comes off, and then the spur. You take your new spur, install that back on, and do everything in reverse. So while I'm here, just so I can take a look at everything and make sure everything's fine, I'm going to take this center transmission apart. Looks like there's just 5 screws all the way around. All right, so I didn't get that part on camera, but I took this off, checked the mesh or the gears in between these 2, and they looked perfect. No concerns whatsoever. So I'm going to add a little bit of grease in here, and we'll just see how it goes from there. Also, you guys, if this is the first time that you are putting your Arrma Kraton EXB together, this is by far the easiest way to get your gear mesh set correctly and putting the motor into the vehicle without having to take the side skirt off. So if you know you're going to change out the spur anyways right off the bat, go ahead and mount your motor now, because you can get the bottom screw in without having to put it in the furthest slot away and then sliding it over. It's just much easier, and then you can just drop this whole thing back into the vehicle. Now, because we're searching for, you know, potential issues with, you know, and I'm actually looking at that gear mesh. I think I'm gonna loosen that just a bit. I think that's a little bit too tight, so I'm gonna loosen that before I reinstall it. But anyways, I know the center differential is good. I know that the transmission's good. The mesh, I'm getting ready to improve. I'm also going to roll the vehicle with the center differential out of it to see if I hear any binding in the front and rear differential. If I hear any clicking while rolling. If I don't, then I know it was just the normal beefy gears of this Kraton EXB. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then it's the reverse steps to get everything installed back in the vehicle. So if this video helped you, be sure to let me know by leaving a like, comment down below any questions that you might have, and consider subscribing. I put out videos like this all the time. All right, thank you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. I'm gonna lift up the drive shafts.